and poverty. The Chinese government responded rapidly in leading the Chinese people and PLA soldiers in a large-scale quake relief work in all-round way. Up to now, 84,000 people have been rescued, 15 million people relocated properly, 3.8 million injured people attended in hospital. Primary school and middle schools are reopened. No epidemic occurs, and industrial and agricultural production have basically resumed. The social stability in earthquake-hit region is maintained. The international society gave a helping hand when the Chinese people were suffering from the massive disaster. They provided promptly and valuable funds and material aid. The Canadian government has established the Sichuan Earthquake Relief Fund and donated 31 million Canadian dollars to earth-hit area in China. Ontario Premier Dr. McKinley sent his condolences at the earliest opportunity and announced a donation of 1 million Canadian dollars through the Canadian Red Cross. Toronto people from all walks of life donated generously regardless of party, religion, or race. All of these remain as fresh as yesterday. Members of Parliament, MPPs, party leaders, city councillors, and officials from Toronto, Markham, Vaughan, Richmond Hill, Mississauga, all came forward to support all kinds of donations. Love has no boundaries. Global Medic contributed water purification units and tablets and sent relief teams to earthquake area in spite of aftershocks. Apotex provided a large amount of medicine. Air Canada shipped more than 3,000 tents to China free of charge. The Indian Canadian and Iranian Canadian communities in Toronto also extended condolences and made donations to the victims of the earthquake. 令人感动的是，多伦多华侨华人和留学生在第一时间发起动员，多伦多各家媒体，从电视台、广播电台到日报、周报和网络，及时大量报道灾区的情况，积极进行各种不同形式的募捐活动。无论是四川赈灾委员会、四川赈灾基金，还是其他大陆、香港、台湾、东南亚等各界及社团，均万众一心，日夜奔波操劳，或慷慨解囊，或组织各类义演、义卖等筹款活动，或捐赠帐篷、药品、棉被、口罩等。华商、银行、医院、教会、学校等都在为抗震救灾行动。多家餐馆捐出了全天或者多天的营业额。知名的律师筹资向主流社会发送英文版的地震专框。侨胞们向灾区同胞表达了血浓于水的相信、亲情和爱心。在校园，多伦多大学、麦克马斯特、约克、瑞尔森、福鲁克、特伦、女皇、西安大略、滑铁卢、曼尼托巴、布兰登等诸多大学和学院的中国学生、学者们、教授们、员工们等纷纷捐款。学子们顶风冒雨，在街头义卖或者募捐。 馆，华侨华人留学生排着长长的队伍捐款，有的扶老携幼，老人眼中饱含着悲伤与哀悼，孩子们捐出了自己积攒的零用钱。数以千计的华侨华人和国际友人从四面八方通过总领事馆向灾区捐款，或者通过加拿大红会向灾区捐款。通过总领事馆的167万加元被及时地送到了灾区人民的手中，每一元钱，每一张支票都浸透着浓浓的慈爱。太多太多感人肺腑的义举，我难以在此一一列举。在此，我谨代表中国政府和灾区人民，向大家表示最诚挚的感谢，并通过各界代表向千千万万对灾区奉献爱心的人们致以衷心的感谢。我们将永远铭记你们的宝贵的支持和援助。现在，地震灾区人民正在按照中国中央政府制定的3年恢复重建计划，有序、有力、有效的重建家园。我们相信，汶川地震灾区的明天将会更好。Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me on behalf of the Chinese government and the people of earth-hit region to express our sincere thanks to all of you who have contributed to the relief of disaster. Your precious support and assistance will be remembered forever. According to the Chinese government's 3-year reconstruction plan, the people of earthquake-stricken area are rebuilding their homes step by step. We believe that the future of the region will be bright. 各位来宾、各位朋友，8月24号，第29届世界奥林匹克运动会在北京胜利闭幕，并且取得圆满成功。北京奥运会是奥运史上规模最大的一次体育盛会，204个国家和地区派出了代表团，1万多名运动员参赛，80多位外国元首和政府首脑出席了开幕式，38项世界纪录和85项奥运会的纪录被刷新。全世界各国人民为北京奥运会无与伦比的成功欢呼喝彩。我愿借此机会，也向加拿大的运动员取得了好成绩表示热烈的祝贺。我北京奥运会的朋友们致以最衷心的感谢。Ladies and gentlemen, the 29th Summer Olympics reached completed success in Beijing on August 24th. The Beijing Olympic Games marked the largest sports event in the history of Olympic Games. With the participation of more than 10,000 athletes from 204 countries and regions, about 80 heads of their state and government attended opening ceremony. 38 new world records and 85 new Olympic records have been set. People from all over the world have been celebrating the great success of the Beijing Olympic Games. I would also like to extend my congratulations to Canadian athletes on their good performances and success in the Games. Since Beijing's beginning and preparing for the Olympics, from the torch relay to its successful conclusion, the international community and overseas Chinese have been pouring in their support. Please allow me, on behalf of the Chinese consulate in Toronto, to extend our heartfelt thanks to all friends in Ontario and Manitoba who have been supporting the Beijing Olympic Games. 奥运会在13亿人口的中国成功举办，对于弘扬奥林匹克精神、普 力和合作，也让世界各国对中国有了新的、更全面的了解和认识。北京奥运会的巨大成功，将鼓舞中国人民在全面建设小康社会的道路上继续努力进步，为实现人类的和平、和谐、共同发展与繁荣做出新的贡献。Ladies and gentlemen, China's hosting of the Olympics in the support of its 1.3 billion people bears great significance in the spread of Olympic spirits and sports. The Beijing Olympics strengthens mutual understanding, friendship, and cooperation among the peoples all over the world, and also provides an opportunity for the world to have a new views and understanding of China. The success of Beijing Olympics will inspire Chinese people in the process of building a well-off society and make more contributions to peace, harmony, development, and prosperity of the world. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Council General Zhu. 谢谢朱总。陈国志厅长上台发言。Now I'd like to invite Michael Chen, Honorable Member of the Provincial Parliament, to come to the stage to give a speech. Now, Michael Chen.
Thank you, Council. Council General Zhu, Councils, members of 3 levels of government, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to, one more time, on behalf of the government of Ontario and the Premier, to express our deepest heartfelt condolence for the victim of the May earthquake in China. As well, I want to congratulate, also appreciate the overseas Chinese, in particular those in Ontario, the support you have given to this tremendous huge loss of life and property. 尊敬的朱总领事、各位嘉宾、各位朋友，晚上好。首先，我要感谢中华人民共和国驻多伦多总领事馆的邀请，参加今天晚上的酒会。首先，我謹代表安省政府省長對汶川地震中遇害的中國民眾表示深切哀悼，對在災區前線的軍人、醫生、義工表示崇高的敬意，對中國政府救災前線工作取得全面勝利的表示祝賀，也祝願災區重建早日完成，希望災區人民能夠勇敢、堅強、自信地站起來，一方有難，八方相助，願在安省多倫多的廣大華人華僑也慷慨解囊，以各種方式救助其他注意的朋友，也伸出援助之手。我們真正感受到什麼是天災無情，人間有愛。在安省，我們有非常，我們不僅有多元的文化，也有多元的愛心。在此，我也要稱讚中華人民共和國駐多倫多總領事館以駐總領事為首的各位領事，幾個月來為賑災工作做了辛勞的工作。你們是幕後的英雄，沒有你們的默默工作，海外華人的愛心與奉獻是不可能如此的成功的。1個月前，呢個時候 我喺北京嘅鳥巢，同埋10萬嘅觀眾一齊去參觀舉世矚目嘅北京奧運會嘅開幕。當我看到中國入場嘅持旗手係一個9歲大嘅小英雄，我就體驗到衛國總理温總理講嘅説話，佢話多難先可以興邦，家園雖然冇咗，但係災區嘅人民係壓不垮嘅，因為佢有強大嘅國家做佢後盾，地震嘅創傷一定會復原。北京舉辦奧運會空前嘅成功，為世界帶來咗團結、友愛、和平，為中國帶嚟咗文明、風範、和諧同埋無與倫比，為海外嘅華僑帶嚟咗驕傲，使到佢能夠吐氣，使到佢能夠揚眉。再過20幾日就係中國嘅國慶日，我呢度祝願中國繁榮昌盛，祝願中國嘅人民幸福安康。有句話：青山常在，綠水長流。喺呢度我就借呢一句話，希望中國同埋加拿大嘅友誼永固。最後祝大家一個愉快嘅晚上。多謝。
谢谢陈厅长，陈厅长的普通话讲得越来越好，和他的英文差不多好。Thank you, Michael Chen. Your Mandarin is now getting better and better, almost as good, equally good as your English now. Next, I would like to invite City Councilor Dr. Raymond Cho to come to the stage to give us a speech. 下面请市议员赵成俊先生讲话。
Good evening. I feel very honored to bring greetings of big congratulations for the very successful Olympic 2008 in Beijing from the Mayor David Miller and the Toronto City Council. At the same time, I have kind of mixed feeling that I'm bringing deep condolences from the city of Toronto and our mayor for the victims of natural disaster. You know, year 2008 is kind of unique. It's really blessed year for China, having the best Olympics in the history of Olympics, and yet unfortunately so many people became a victim of this natural disaster. Let me say a few words about this, the victims' disaster. When this earthquake happened, immediately I contacted all the Korean media. I happen to be a Korean guy, ethnically, but we are all human beings. So I urged the Korean community to make a big donation to help these victims. And the Korean community, through media, we raised more than $100,000, and the amount was delivered to World Vision. We have around 200 Korean churches in GTA, and many of the church, I belong to Korean United Church, we made the donations and send the money to each denomination headquarters to help the victims. Personally, I worked hard. For example, our Vice Consul General came to Macau Station Restaurant, and July 28, we raised around $4,000, and some of the money we sent to the Canadian Red Cross to send to China. And I also contacted for example, LG, and LG made a big TV donation, which I made a contribution to Chinese Cultural Center, and Dr. Ming Tech-Chong took that an auction, and we made a little money. So Toronto, GTA is a great place, you know. We have so many excellent people and organizations with big heart, but I think we should share our love and care, and that's what the Torontonians are doing. About the Olympic, in fact, several years ago I was in Moscow to get the Olympic to Toronto. We didn't make it, but in hindsight, I'm so glad that China got Olympic. This is the best Olympic. And there's so many gold medals. Again, I'm very happy as a Korean Canadian. We got the 7th in the gold medal, all that. And baseball, Korea got the #1 place. But it's not just who gets more gold medal, but this is like one world, one dream, and this is real peace movement. I learned that China, this time, they spent $40 billion for the opening ceremony and closing ceremony. I'm so happy that China could spend that much money for Olympics instead of buying and sending military troops and killing and getting to war. So we are all happy and congratulations and thank you so much. 도제.
Thank you, Reverend Chow. Next speech, I would like to invite Jim Kajanis, Honorable Jim Kajanis, to come to the stage to say a few words.
Good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to be here. Madam Consul General, Diplomatic Corps, leaders of the community, ladies and gentlemen. It's not very often that we get together to thank a community, or the community to thank us for what we have or have not done. A lot has been said that efforts that I did through my office to push the government, and a lot of people give me credit. I'd like to sort of dispel the myth here tonight and say that if it wasn't your help and your guidance, and especially the action of a number of people, there's a lot of people, I would not have been able to do that. However, tonight, allow me to single out 2 individuals that are here. And I'd like for them to step forward. Ping Tan, please step forward, sir. Come on up here, Ping. And Rahul Singh. I know that you would have probably called them, but I want to personally thank him. Ping, come on up here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when the earthquake happened on Monday, Ping Tan was up in Ottawa making testimony in front of the Immigration and Citizenship Committee. We were sitting in my house and I said, Ping, we got to do something. Within 24 hours, the ball was rolling. Not because of me, not because of my staff, but I thank them dearly, but because of Ping and the organization. Because of Ping and the ties that he has in the community. We were next door, and automatically we started the ball rolling. 1.5 million, 1.4. And Red Cross, thank them very much, only charged $1,000. Precedence, never been done before, for this money to be given to the Red Cross of China. There's a lady that I was introduced here tonight, the Canadian Tire. They gave 2,500 tents for $200,000. $100 a piece. You can't get tents as cheap as that, not even in China. And then, organizations wanted to go to China and help. Unfortunately, the Canadian government was not able to send the DAR team over. And I'm not going to play politics here tonight, but you know that we have an election and you know where I stand. However, there was an organization that went in, Global Medic, under the leadership of Rahul Singh. That organization delivered first aid to the people of China. Not that the Chinese army, not that the people of China couldn't, but it's always nice to see a Canadian team and put faces of people. People that care, you and I that care about what's happening in China. So, gentlemen, on behalf of myself and the grateful community, we thank you for raising the money. And how fast did we get the charitable number? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, record time, all his work. And Rahul, I thank you, sir, for doing what you did. And I'm sure that this community is grateful to you both. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Ju, I thank you for making me part of today. My condolences again to the people of China. There's another earthquake a couple of days ago. But folks, Mother Nature doesn't know, Mother Nature doesn't care. Last night, Raul sent a team into Haiti. And that team is there right now delivering first aid. So it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter what country you're from. Mother Nature doesn't care. And when Mother Nature strikes, it's us, communities like us, organizations, the Consul General, people on the front lines that get together. So I join with you here tonight in remembering the people that passed away, and I join you here tonight in congratulating not us, but you, not the diplomatic corps, you the community that came forward, you the community that made a difference. And because of that, allow me to applaud you, and on behalf of the people of Paris, thank you. Thank you for having me.谢谢.
I would add was Mr. Raul and his team went to China for the relief work within a week after the earthquake in March. And now, gratitude and thanks goes to the global man. 下面呢，我请中国四川地震赈灾基金主席陈炳斌先生讲话。Now I'd like to invite Ping Tan, President of Chinese Earthquake Relief Fund. Now, Mr. Ping Tan.
Madam Chu Consul General, honored guests, honored minister, representative of the government, honored Minister Michael Chen, my fellow members of the communities. First of all, let me say on behalf of the China Sichuan Earthquake Relief Fund, our thanks to Madam Chu for inviting us to this reception to celebrate as well the huge success of the Beijing Olympic Games. And I want to echo what our good friend Jim James has said. It is because of the work of the community, all of us here, that make it a huge success in raising the fund for the relief of the victims in Sichuan. We have raised $1.5 million, and the federal government has confirmed and acknowledged that we've raised the funds eligible for matching, dollar-to-dollar matching. And we have just received a letter from CEDA confirming that they have received the allocation of funds from the federal government and for the relief of the victims in Sichuan. I'd like to take this opportunity, first of all, to also thank Jim for his prompt support in making sure that we have this charity register in time so that we be able to issue tax receipts for the donors and subsequently, for the matching fund. I want to take this opportunity to thank Jim and for his support right from the very beginning. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank representatives from Canadian Tigers for their good work in coordinating the shipment of the tents to China, and Air Canada in particular for the complimentary shipment of the tents to Sichuan, to China. And many thanks to many supporters and donors. So once again, without your support, our work would not be possible. So on behalf of the China Sichuan Earthquake Relief Fund, I want to extend my sincere thanks to everyone who supported us. 各位嘉宾，尊敬的朱台云总领事，各位部长、议员，亲爱的同胞们，今天晚上我感到非常的荣幸，代表
中国四川地震赈灾基金来这里讲几句话。首先，我要感谢在这一次的救灾的工作中，所有的团体、所有的捐款人、所有的志愿者，大家的辛苦的努力、迅速的反应、无私的奉献，使到我们在多伦多出现了空前的团结，大家携手一致，为拯救我们在四川的同胞，大家无私的奉献、无私的贡献，使到我们取得了这样的成绩。我在这里很高兴向大家宣布，我们的基金筹到了135万多，联邦政府已经确认这一笔款项符合1对1的拨款的要求跟条件。联邦政府已经把同等的数额，就是130多万，转交给西达，用于四川的这赈灾工作。所以呢，我向这里向大家做这个报告，借这个机会。同时，我也想跟大家说，我们的移款将会向中国的红十字会，我们交给红十字会，通过加拿大的红十字会向中国红十字会转交，用于在一起。我们计划在9月13号在 Montreal， 我们全家华人年会第16届年会的会议当中，邀请红十字会代表来接受我们的捐款。那么这一点呢，我想大家都想知道的。另外，想借着机会跟大家说一下，我刚刚从四川灾区回来，8月26跟27两天，我在四川跟王家明先生一起考察的灾区。我们去了都江堰，我们去了彭州，彭州就很靠近汶川。我想跟大家说的一点，我所看到的是令到我们安慰。为什么呢？因为安置的工作已经大致上解决了。我们看到的是临时的那个简易房，很多灾民已经住进去里面。我们去访问他们，跟他们了解情况。我们也得到四川的民政厅的领导、四川省侨办跟我们介绍情况。所以我可以跟大家说，我看到的是令我们感到安慰，就是不幸中的大幸，安置工作是做得非常出色，像刚才朱总领事所跟大家介绍的情况。那么感觉到已经恢复了情况。根据民政厅的跟我们说，接下来他们需要的，因为天气转冷了，是取暖的用品跟御寒的衣服。他们也希望建很多敬老院、安老院和孤儿来安置这些受影响的这些灾民。那么侨办呢，省侨办继续欢迎我们海外的华人继续捐助在教育这一方面，重建这个学校。朋友们、同胞们，这一次的地震，使到我们海外的人、海外的华人华侨，包括我们加拿大的华人华侨，万众一心，献出爱心，向我们祖国的同胞伸出了同情之手，伸出了援助手。这是发挥了我们中华民族优秀的传统。不管我们在祖国发生什么事情，不管我们在世界哪里方，我们就是不会忘记我们祖国的同胞们的幸福跟他们的苦难。所以在这一次我们赈灾取得了成功，我向大家表示再一次的感谢。同时，我呼吁大家继续关心灾区的重造的工作，因为这是一个非常艰苦的任重道远的工作，我们还是要继续的关注，还要继续的支持他们的重建。最后，我想借这个机会，允许我代表我们在座的，代表全家华人年会，代表多伦多华人团体联合总会，热烈的祝贺2018年北京奥运会取 世无双的历史罕见的伟大的成就。这是身为一个中华民族的海外的我们华人，我们为中华民族在这次体坛上所取得的非凡的成就感到自豪，于是呢，我们在居住国更加得到人民的尊重。中华民族是一个讲文明、讲礼节、注重和谐的一个民族。在这一次的北京奥运会的组织、奥运会的竞赛、奥运会所宣布的信息，充分的证明我们中华民族是不愧为一个伟大的民族。我们海外的华人也是永远会感到很自豪的。所以我们在这里，在这一次祝贺我们的主机国中国主办的这个可能是史无前例的这个辉煌的成功的奥运会。最后呢，我们再感谢总领馆邀请我们来参加今天的招待酒会，也敬祝大家身体健康，事业发达。谢谢大家。
在我们叫最后一位发言之前呢，我想跟大家提一些今天来的嘉宾。Before we go to the last speech, I would like to recognize some distinguished guests. Honorable Mr. Moretti, member of the Provincial Parliament, and Mr. Honorable Bacchus, member of the Provincial Parliament, and we have Mayor Dave Barrow, and also I saw Godwin Chen, City Councillor, and I also have Tim Lee from the City Councillor. Who else am I missing? Yeah, if I missed was please give my apology. I said that, Moretti, that's right. Thank you, Michael, and for raising his hand high up there. I saw that. 当然了，我们这里还有留学生，他们在这里也为捐助地震灾害的赈灾工作做出了很大成就。下面呢，我请留学生的代表袁明江同学来讲。Now I would like to invite Mr. Yuan Mingjiang, representative of the Chinese overseas students, to come to the stage to give a speech.
女士们、先生们，晚上好！我叫袁明江，是在多伦多大学进行公派留学的博士生，受教育组委托，代表领区内全体中国留学生发言。至今我仍然清楚地记住那一时刻，5月12日下午2点28分，汶川发生特大地震，顷刻间数万人被压在倒塌的建筑下，数千万人失去了家园。四川遭到了前所未有的打击，全中国为之震惊，全世界为之震惊。温家宝总理在地震发生的5个小时后就到达了灾区现场，领导全国人民开展救援行动。这突如其来的灾难更牵动着我们海外的学子的心。我们一方面积极关注着最新的救援信息，默默地为灾区人民祈祷；我们一方面积极行动起来，开展捐款活动。尽管大家的生活费也很有限，但是大家都纷纷慷慨解囊，有捐100的，有200的，有300的，有加元，有美元，还有人民币。尽管大家的形式不同，数量不同，但我们的心意是相同的，因为我们知道我们捐出的每一份钱都有可能挽救一个人的生命。我们开展义卖 外筹款的同时，还利用几天的午餐和 coffee break 这样的时间，到校园、到学生宿舍去发放关于地震宣传的资料。这些资料图片也打动了其他国家的留学生，他们也通过捐款表达了自己的一份爱心。我们知道，在地震中校舍损失严重，学生伤亡很大，所以对我们海外学者来说，为我们的祖国和为人民尽我们的绵薄之力，是我们海外学者义不容辞的责任。现在我们欣喜地看到，在中国政府和全国各地乃至世界范围的大力支持和帮助下，灾区的重建工作已经有序进行，被震毁的校园已经开始复课，孩子们已经重返课堂。只要我们中华民族团结一致，就没有战胜不了的困难。最近刚刚结束的北京2008奥运会，再一次向世界展示了正在崛起中、快速发展、充满生机活力的中国。我们海外学子为此感到无比的骄傲与自豪。我们坚信，无论身在何处，我们中华儿女都血脉相连。只要我们大家众志成城、顽强拼搏，就一定能够战胜各种困难，就一定能够不断创造出新的辉煌。我们海外学子的心永远和祖国在一起。祝福我们的祖国，祝福我们伟大的中华民族。谢谢大家。
Today, people get more united. That was what happening during the earthquake. And also in a sports event, you can see the teamwork. No matter which colony you are from, no matter which country you are from, is the participation of the Olympic Games. Here, we can see we are all friends. So our friendship will last. Thank you, thank you. So that struck me, and I hope we'll work together in unity to bring harmony to this world. Before I finish, I'd like to recognize the media. Without the media, we couldn't go far about the earthquake. And they gave a positive report on the earthquake and the relief efforts in China. I noticed Christine from the Global. She was among the few who was there in Sichuan a month after the earthquake. Christine? So I do hope that the media will keep on the good work, good job you have done. Yeah, now I hope you enjoy the food and the company. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your attention. And before that, those who have made speeches, and I have recognized those people, could you come on the stage, those media people?